Hello, welcome to the Lovely Minute, and now this is the fourth and final stage for the BSG Father's Day Round the Island special. So, what a fine Sunday morning to cruise along Tanah Merah Coastal Road. This is the final stage, stage 4, sprinter stage. So you can see the clouds. Wow, it's a bliss. It's a perfect Sunday morning, and spending it with your friends, this bunch of cool dads just putting power to the pedal. So yep, nothing much happening around this time. We're still at 0.3 kilometers, and the pack is actually divided into two. I've got I think it's Iso Biker, or it's I am number 3 pulling me. I'm actually staying behind his wheel, and the rest of the crew is just behind us, not really committing on chasing us this time. So we're left to 7 because JD after stage 3 decided to abandon the tour because of due to visa issues. He has to be home. He needs to be home before 9 a.m. You know, daddy duties. So yep, cruising along Tanah Merah. This is a very nice place. Actually, Tanah Merah Coastal Road is one of the popular cycling routes, and you get to see we pass a lot of cyclists here. So every Saturday, Sunday, these guys just cycle along this stretch. It's 11 or 10 kilometers long, and whatever bikes you have, there may be folding bike, gravel bike, mountain bike, cyclocross, whatever it is that requires pedaling, you know, you can bring it here. So that's Isuk Biker decided to chase us. Probably said to himself, that's enough. I mean, these guys have been spending most of their time in front already, so it's about time for me to, you know, bridge the gap and chase this guy. And he stayed behind my wheels. He's being followed by it's not I am number 3, but Mike T, who looks like a super domestique with the bag full of goodies. You know, it's like super domestique, having the water bottles and the power bars and the food for the peloton. Who's gonna be the GC? There's a question. So Mike T, 5-time Ironman finisher. I like his pace. I mean, like, he's a steady pace, and he maintains his cool. Does not really react. It shows maturity, and they say it's more of like maturity when it comes to racing. He has been through a lot of training, discipline, so on and so forth. Might be cycling, running, or swimming. But this time, due to pandemic, we basically focus more on cycling. Singapore is a cycling or cyclists' paradise, so it's a cycling haven. We've got a lot of stretch here. Just to do a recap. We started in Mandai Shell, that's Shell Mandai, and after that one we cruise along New 2. After New 2 we went to Lim Chu Kang. New 2 is actually stage 1, you can see it in the previous video. Lim Chu Kang is stage 2, it's also a sprinter stage. New 2 is mountain, Lim Chu Kang is a sprinter. After Lim Chu Kang, we cruise along Boon Lay Way, following West Coast Highway, and then entered the Keppel Viaduct. Is also a sprinter's stage. So, yep. After the Keppel Viaduct, we had our breakfast. You know, that's where we do, you know, refueling. We have to eat. Some of the guys took their breakfast. Some of the guys have their coffee. In my case, I just have my soya bean. So that's in Amoy. That's at CBD, the Central Business District. After that one, we cruise along East Coast. And after East Coast, now entering the Tanah Merah Coastal Road. So 2.7 kilometers, 38 kilometers an hour. 30 degrees Celsius, cruising along Tanah Merah. It's perfect fine morning You know, it's very nice. You get to see nothing movement, no dynamics, no happening. So just cruising along. Who feels the stronger this time is gonna do the pool. Once you're done, probably take rest at the back of the group, and then take your chance again and take your turn again. So, yep. On the right side of your screen is actually the Changi airport, and the left side of the screen is the seaport. So, yep. I am number 3 is done. Stayed on my wheels. I think his Isuk biker is just left in front. I'm actually behind his wheels. So we're making it 37 kilometers per hour. And yeah, as I've mentioned before, Singapore is pretty flat. So this time, my setup with my bike, I'm actually riding Cat 13, the 2021, the 105, and I'm actually using 52 by 11, so it's 1 by 11, so 52 1128. So the setup is designed for flat, a bit of climbing. Singapore is flat, nothing much on the climb, so yep, that gear ratio really suits me well. So this truck is gonna, you know, turn left, and we split. Some of the guys went outer lane, some of the guys just stayed on the cycle lane. So just imagine having this dedicated bike lane for 10 kilometers is really a bliss. You know, it's really a cyclist haven. So in Singapore there's a lot of spot cycling routes that's really famous, and Tanah Merah is one of them. If you want to do climbs and you're interested in doing the climbs, there's a lot of climbing hills here as well. We've got Mount Faber, one of the most famous routes for climbing, Pepys, Vigilante. We also have the NUS, and we've got, what else? The Rifle Range, the Seshuai. So these are, you know, good climbs. Probably there's a lot of climbs that I'm not, you know, familiar with, but these are the ones I mentioned earlier are the ones I've been to. So yep, Isuk biker is in front of me, I'm behind him, I am number 3. Mike T is behind, I am number 3, so nothing much happening, so it's just cruising along. 4.6 is kind of far from the finish line. Probably around 800 meters to 700 meters you get to see a lot of movement in the group. So remember, this is a sprinter stage, and we're down to probably 3 sprinters. JD's no longer in the group this time, so I'm actually eyeing Entong and Sherwin, and we've got Isuk biker as well. But this time still quite far. We're still at the 5 kilometer mark. So that's Isuk biker done with his pool. So it's my turn. So you get to see a lot of cyclists here as well. We're actually doing the northbound. The RTI we did is actually the counterclockwise. Some of the guys do the clockwise around the island, but we're used to the counterclockwise because most of the guys are coming from Punggol in Sengkang area. I am from Bishan. Some of the guys are Simbawang and Chua Chu Kang, and some are from Ang Mo Kio. So doing the counterclockwise around the island suits us best. So yep, I'm actually pulling at 40. Decided to increase the pace and try to see if, you know, those guys will be feeling the pain as well of following the pace. This is a pretty nice speed, just cruising along that one, not over committing and not under committing. So 244 on my power meter, and yep, I think this one is a bit of downhill. This is a downhill as well. This one is a bit of a climb now. So that's why you have to put a bit of a power to your pedal. So, Bisdak biker behind me. We're just basically taking turns. So I think it started with I am number 3 pulling, then me, and then Bisdak biker, and then it's my turn this time. So yep, BSG stands for Bisdak in Singapore. Most of the guys are coming from the southern part of the Philippines. So that's from Visayas and Mindanao. Some of the guys are from Iligan, Leyte, Tacloban. Some of the guys are from Mindanao as well. We've got guys from Bacolod and Iloilo, and some of the guys are from Cebu, which is my home province. So I am number 3 is now back to pulling, followed by Bisdak biker. I decided to pull back, and you know, I've done my part. But this time you get to see the guy on the left of the screen. This is an Angmo doing a time trial, being followed or being chased by Entong. So they're probably doing around 45 or 47. Note that the road is so flat. In Tanah, Merah Coastal Road, there's a lot of sporting events, cycling sporting events that being held here. You're talking about ITT, the individual time trial or team time trial. Some of the events are being sanctioned by UCI. So it's pretty nice. This is really a perfect place for you to test your power, your form, your cadence, whatever it is. If you have a new bike and you want to test the aerodynamic or whatever it is that you want to test, this is probably the best place for you to test and, you know, fine tune, just to be dialed into your bike. So you have to have settle time. So again, we've got a Silver Domestique behind my wheel. We've got Sherwin, and the lead out guy for Entong is actually behind the pack, so it's just basically staying there. Not really doing any move. Pretty smart of him. Pretty smart. I admire his race IQ or cycling IQ. He knows that he's gonna be spending a lot of energy come 800 or 700 meters to the finish line, so he decided to just stay behind. I'm not gonna do the pull. I'm not gonna help you guys because my sprinter is already ahead of you guys. So Entong is quite far, probably around 100 to 200 meters behind, drafting the Angmo earlier on a time trial bike, and the ones doing the pool right now is Bisdak biker and I am number 3, and I decided like, nah, I can't let this pace to stay this way. I decided to pull. I actually spent a little bit of energy there. I upped the pace 45, spent like, you know, hit 300 on my power meter, because I'm actually seeing Entong's back probably around 100 to 75 meters, and the wind is so strong, so I'm actually on my hoods here, trying to lower my, or probably just reduce my frontal area just to enjoy the aerodynamic position. And I decided that I'm not gonna chase, because I actually saw the stoplight this time. It's like Entong will be caught by the stoplight, I will be caught as well, so there's no point of really spending much energy to chase him, where in fact this guy will just probably follow the traffic rules. You know, it's kind of hard not to follow. You know, Singapore is a fine city, so if you don't obey and follow rules, you'll get fined. So yep, that's Sherwin sporting his Rafa cycling kit. Very nice to look at. You know, white helmet, white shoes, white socks, white glasses. It's pretty nice. Look like a pro. Look at the grind there, you know. He's actually riding a Canyon road bike. It's an aero road if I'm not mistaken. And the lead out guy is there on a time trial bike. So remember, this is stage 4, the final stage. This is where the decision is being made. So this is the famous stoplight. Once you pass the stoplight, actually the mindset, you know, of the guys here, there's a drastic change on how things are being played. So you get to see Coach Jeffrey is now trying to commit and positioning himself in the group. Now I'm in a bad position because on my left side is the gutter. I cannot move a little bit farther. So Mike T and Isuk Biker are also having their conversation if they're going to do the pull or they're going to do the sprint. Who's going to lead out, who's who, you know. I am number 3 is just smiling and enjoying the pace. He's been attacking and attacking, staying in front, pulling the pack, and I think he's not gonna commit this time. I think I'm pretty much done. I'm pretty much spent. I just want to do just cross the finish line. This is an imaginary finish line. We do it this way just to add more fun to the usual boring around the island. So we added stage to stage. You know, and then what happens on a Wednesday or on a weekend, not Wednesday, what happens on a weekend, the conversation probably will last for another week until the next weekend arrives. So, yep, this is what you call weekend warriors, spending their Father's Day waking up early in the morning and making sure that before lunchtime they'll get home. Except for JD, he needs to be back home before 9 a.m. That's the visa. Expires at 9, probably 9:30. So that's Entong. I decided to attack this time, and it's like, no, I'm gonna do the Matthew Vanderpool attack. Try to see if these guys can keep the pace. Remember, Entong was actually staying behind this Angmo's wheel, so legs are pretty fresh. Jeffrey's legs are pretty fresh because they have the intention of really doing the lead out on the sprint in this stage. So I swerve, I swerve to the left, swerve to the right, for them not to enjoy any draft advantage or aerodynamic advantage. So yeah, but these guys are pretty strong. I can no longer do that. So 35, I decided, nah, I'm probably just gonna stay behind and try to see what these guys will do. So they actually had this conversation, they had this meeting that, you know, I'm gonna do the lead out. The guy in front of us is spent already and he can no longer do the sprint. So remember, my position is bad. I'm on the wrong position. And we had a conversation. We shared with this time. This is like, you want to go out? You want to do the sprint? And I said, yeah. I'm going to do the sprint. Let me out. So he actually let me out, and you get to see. I'll swerve to the right. I'll go to the outer part of it, and I'm actually behind Entong's wheels. The wheels is actually overlapping this time. So there's a bit of a climb here. I think there's a 3% gradient, and that's the fun of it. I mean, like, Isuk Biker is behind, Mike T, I am number 3, and I think this is the time that I went out. I asked Sherwin to let me go, and Sherwin did let me go, and I attacked behind. It's probably the mistake I did. I attacked too early, and this is a climb. It actually sloped down before it hits the climb. So the climb is another 1, 2, 3 gradient. I did an attack, and then boom, Entong got me. So he's still got legs for the finish line. So that's the BSG Father's Day special. I got dropped by Entong. Pretty strong sprinter, strong climber. So yep, BSG Father's Day special. That's the end of it. Stage 4. Watch out for BSG doing the climbs. Thank you.